A global sixth-generation fighter jet alliance is unraveling before our eyes. What was once a bold vision between the UK, Italy, and Japan may now be shrinking, as key partners hesitate and BAE executives admit the chances of new members joining are rapidly diminishing. This isn't just about a fighter jet. It's about trust, power, and the future of international defense cooperation. As the Global Combat Air Program, or GCAP, moves forward, cracks are beginning to appear in what was once seen as a model of trilateral unity in aerospace innovation. The GCAP project was initially hailed as one of the most ambitious defense ventures of this decade, a collaborative effort between Britain, Italy, and Japan to develop a sixth-generation stealth fighter jet by the mid-2030s. This aircraft would be designed to dominate the skies with cutting-edge stealth, artificial intelligence, drone control, hypersonic defense, and unmatched data fusion capabilities. But just as the world began watching with anticipation, a more sobering reality is setting in. Charles Woodburn, chief executive of BAE Systems, recently signaled that expectations for expanding the GCAP team are now low. Speaking to reporters, he made it clear, although discussions with potential partners are still ongoing, the likelihood of additional countries formally joining the program is steadily declining. This comes despite earlier reports of interest from nations like Saudi Arabia and other Gulf states, who were seen as potential investors and future operators of the platform. The reasons behind this diminishing interest are complex. On the surface, cost is a major factor. Developing a sixth-generation fighter is extraordinarily expensive, with estimated costs running into tens of billions of dollars. Countries with smaller defense budgets or competing priorities may simply not have the financial bandwidth to commit. But beyond economics lies a deeper issue: geopolitical alignment. Joining a defense initiative of this scale requires a high level of trust, intelligence sharing agreements, and strategic alignment that not every interested nation may be ready or willing to offer. Saudi Arabia, for example, has expressed interest in joining the program and building closer defense ties with the UK and Japan. However, Japan's internal hesitations over intelligence sharing with Riyadh, combined with broader concerns over regional politics, have reportedly slowed discussions. For a program like GCAP, where sensitive technologies like AI-powered avionics, radar stealth, and secure communication systems are on the table, every new member introduces new risks. For the UK and its core partners, the focus now appears to be on deepening the existing trilateral cooperation rather than expanding it. Britain's Defence Ministry continues to push ahead with early development milestones, while BAE, Leonardo, and Mitsubishi Heavy Industries are each contributing significant technical expertise. Recent reports suggest the jet will incorporate remote drone command, network warfare tools, and the ability to interface seamlessly with other Western and allied platforms. Yet without additional partners, funding the full scope of GCAP may become more difficult over time. One of the original goals behind seeking more members was to share the financial burden and increase the jet's potential global market. Without these extra contributions, the UK, Italy, and Japan may need to scale back certain features, delay timelines, or find alternative export markets to keep the program sustainable. Then there's the competition. The United States, through its Next Generation Air Dominance (NGAD) project, is developing its own sixth-gen platform with similar features and expected deployment around the same timeline. Meanwhile, France, Germany, and Spain are advancing their Future Combat Air System (FCS), a rival European project. China and Russia are also making moves in advanced air combat technologies, though with far less transparency. All of this means that the sixth-generation fighter space is becoming increasingly crowded. Without broader participation, GCAP risks being overshadowed, not just technologically, but politically. A larger coalition would give the program more diplomatic leverage, broader interoperability, and wider export reach. That's why the fading prospect of new members is not just disappointing, it's strategically significant. Still, the existing GCAP alliance has its strengths. The UK brings its long legacy of aerospace engineering through BAE Systems, and Rolls-Royce. Italy, through Leonardo, contributes advanced electronics, radar systems, and European defense integration. Japan brings cutting-edge manufacturing capabilities and an increasingly assertive defense posture in the Indo-Pacific. Together, they form a powerful triangle of defense innovation. The challenge now is maintaining momentum. Defense analysts are already questioning whether the project can remain on its 2035 timeline without broader support. Political changes, especially in Japan or Italy, could affect funding and priorities. Furthermore, the complexity of integrating AI, autonomous systems, and hybrid stealth technology means any delay could give competitors a head start. And there's another angle, the shift in global alliances. As US-led defense initiatives dominate the skies and NATO becomes more tightly knit, independent programs like GCAP must walk a delicate line between autonomy and compatibility. Will GCAP jets be able to operate seamlessly with US and NATO systems? Will they find buyers beyond the founding trio? And can they innovate faster than government bureaucracy slows them down? These questions now loom larger as BAE's leadership tempers expectations on new partners. What was once a global vision is narrowing into a regional reality, and it's forcing the core nations to reassess their goals. But make no mistake, the jet is still coming. The engineers are still working. The vision still exists. The only question is whether GCAP will be a world leader or a niche, elite tool used by only a select few. In the end, the Global Combat Air Program remains one of the most important defense stories to watch. It represents not just the future of fighter jets, but the future of alliances, trust, and technological ambition on the global stage. If it succeeds, it could redefine air dominance. If it falters, it could be a cautionary tale about ambition outpacing coordination. This is NextGen World. If you want to stay ahead of the biggest stories in defense, innovation, and global power shifts, like this video, subscribe now and hit that notification bell. The skies are changing fast. Don't get left behind.